So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's been given away, and he's picked out the run. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Diogo Dalot. Great vision. Kvaratskhelia. And he's there to get it away. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. He has a look up. Threads one in, tries to play it through. He's in one-on-one. Oh, Bobo! Goal! Manchester United! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it's Menu. Ahmad. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. He's in a great position here. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That is a brilliant interception. And he's quick to get rid. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Big chance! And that should get the job done. João Neves. And now the breakaway. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And Bomo receives it in a good position here. And he's managed to get through. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Casemiro. No, that was never going to make it. Vitinha. And it's Ruiz. And here's Ruiz. Casemiro.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Diogo Dalot. And De Ligt. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Lisandro Martinez can clear it away. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? Good ball, good take. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Neves. Lee Kang in, looking to receive it in space. Paris Saint-Germain are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He'll try from distance! Brilliant by Vitinha! A finish of true class! They're back within reach! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter.
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! With half-time at hand, perfect timing. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
It's a promising position. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Neves. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Look at the sprint chance! Brilliant by Vitinha! A finish right from the top draw. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage.
And for the first half, that is that. Paris Saint-Germain are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. And we are up to the break.
I think it shows you the danger of not killing off the game when you've got the opportunity. It might be level on paper, Peter, but we know who has the momentum now to go on and win this.
So a half that has been... Chance for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's intervened well there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Didn't quite work for him. Diogo Dalot made a search from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. Spread neatly. Cunha gets into a good position. Vitinha. And it's Neves. Nuno Mendes. Now Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Dembele. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's being shifted off it. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Knocks it into space. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, well played. And he can thump it away. It's a throw-in. And it's Vitinha. Dembele. Ahmad looking to add to his goal. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lee Kang in. This is Dembele. Pass just lacking in accuracy. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Diallo is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19, le numéro 7. À leur place,
nice bit of trickery. Doué's cross.
le numéro 29.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. He is through here. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he has been fouled there.
Attention, changement.
Martinez. And it's Casemiro. That pass isn't the best. João Neves, who does have an assist to his name. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That has ended up in no man's land. Fabian Ruiz, played out towards the right wing. Cross goes in there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, this looks sharp. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Well, we expected better, and so did he. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Menu. João Neves. Spread it left. Barcola receives it in a wide position. He's had a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
But pour l'équipe du Paris
Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
À leur place,
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
le numéro
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And here's Barcola. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared away. Opts to play it back.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's cut it out. Pacho plays it all the way forward. More and more pressure on the ball here. Doué picks it up out wide. Oh, that's neat.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Barcola.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Mount. Pass somewhat off target. Very much into the last knockings.
Temps additionnel.
He's going to be
3
disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Played out to the left flank. Vitinha. Doué. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. And we're done. Paris Saint-Germain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Vitinha picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Yeah, simply a combination of one team refusing to be beaten no matter what, and another not quite able to kill off their opponents. But it made for great viewing.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
If you have just... Obama! But he's left disappointed.
And Boma really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Carreras. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated, but if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Bellingham. Driving forwards. Now this could be a chance. Vinicius Junior! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Chouameni. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Casemiro. Šeško, he's picked his way through. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! So what's your view on that goal then?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that.
Could be danger here. He's shifting through the gears here. Corner it is. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. the bar. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. No, that's been intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
This looks promising. And he cuts out the supply. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Valverde. Chance for a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Madrid really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Eder Militao. And it's Valverde. Now this could be a chance. Mount. Now they could break here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's found a way past. The referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. Menu, can he get it through? Oh, that's fabulous. Space for him to turn and look. Brilliantly cut out. Goulet. Looking for the run. The defender is not giving up on this. Menu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a sharp pass. Traumeri. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chance! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Goulet. Bellingham. Lisandro Martinez gets a foot in here. Menu, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Some really good ball movement. Now there's a fine ball. Lisandro Martinez defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Burmo. Valverde. Lisandro Martinez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United, clearly.
He's given it away. Now that is a hefty challenge. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Manchester United coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Manchester United with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And it's Bellingham. Menu wins the duel this time. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Goulet. And it's Tchouaméni. Tries to pass it through. Oh, look at the space here. Shot a goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. They've played it short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Burmo charging forward, the ball at his feet. And a chance! Manchester United are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's had it nicked away. They get a throw in. He is through here. That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Good purpose. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's picked out the run. Now it's Bruno. And the finish! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Mbappe! That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Madrid seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Look at the space here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And they win it back again.
Coming on the field.
Well timed, excellent
10,
interception.
Matthias Cunha.
Valverde.
Number 38.
Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Bellingham. Valverde threads one in. He's got away. And he shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Vinicius Junior really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Manchester United still ahead by the game's only goal. Menu. Fletcher. Now, can they get him away? Goulet. Nicely weighted ball. Great vision. Manchester United, moments now away from seeing this one out. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Menu just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Mbappe! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
There will be 1 minute
And beyond the defence. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Bellingham. Madrid are looking to break at pace. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's own... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We're up and running. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Menu. Šeško. That ball looks a good one. He is through here. So that's going to be another corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. And it's Shaw. Nicely weighted ball. Delivers the ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Looking for options for movement. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've always liked the look of Mason Mount. We all know about his technique, Peter, but it's his movement off the ball, which is expected from a number 10 these days. His ability to make use of the movement around him is beginning to stand out more and more too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same. Could be danger. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Šeško is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United have their third corner. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to clear it. There's the shot!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Menu. Rudiger. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester United have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Tchouaméni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. And it's Valverde. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bruno Fernandes. He's picked his way through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that, if that has not gone well. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Tchouaméni. That is lovely. Menu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tchouaméni. And the pass is intercepted. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's superb. He's had a shot! Mbappe. Mbappe! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Madrid really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Diogo Dalot. Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Back where it came from. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Burmo. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Mount. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the shot's on here. He's found shapes to shoot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Alexander-Arnold is short. Goulet. Šeško. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And it's made its way to him. Corner number 4 coming up here. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Bellingham. Very nicely done. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Players, everyone.
And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And so the action is resumed. So neither side has yet broken through. Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Bruno Fernandes. Goulet. Tries one from range. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Back it goes. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Valverde. Goulet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Madrid couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's Arda Goulet. Bellingham. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Real, and he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And here's Vinicius Junior. Shot a goal!
The attendance for this match was
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
He's had it taken off him. And no, that was never going to make it. Mount. This interception, his positioning was spot on. The referee's awarded a free kick. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Diogo Dalot. Can he finish? Now, who shoots? Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
Alexander-Arnold.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And needless to say, that deserved better.
And Gomo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
No, not the best of headers.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Alexander-Arnold. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mount. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mount. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Madrid seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Tchouaméni. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Good purposeful running this. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get it through? He won't be happy with that one. Arda Goulet. Oh, this is a very good run. That's put paid to the danger.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Chance, surely! And that's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist? Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Burmo.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And here's the chance to counter. And they win it back again. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Burmo taking in the accolades. And so the calm before the storm. Again, this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. So it's down to business here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Who do you, Jim, see make real chance? And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Haaland. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Doku! Oh, that is rather wayward. And they're quick to get it back. Nicely weighted ball. Martinez. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Casemiro. Looking to play him in. That's the keeper's ball. That is good alertness. Ahmad, pass somewhat off target. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lisandro Martinez promptly onto that, and that is that. Diogo Dalot makes the interception. That's really well cleared. And that has left him in a heap.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cunha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And Marmouche! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. And they can counter here. That has ended up in no man's land. Matheus Cunha is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's run loose here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Matheus Nunes does really well to win the ball there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for a run-up. Haaland receives it in a wide position. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been cut out, well played.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Shaw makes a dash for it. Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. Manchester United are back on level terms. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Kusanov can get it clear. Well timed, excellent interception. And he can clear it away. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Manchester always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Rodri calmly anticipates. Casemiro gets across to intercept that. Played into space. Bruno Fernandes providing an outlet on that flank. Tries to get it clear. Haaland. Oh, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Well read, nice interception. Yehi. Marmouche. That has not gone well.
Marmouche clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Matheus Cunha gets a good foot in there. Now it's Haaland. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Casemiro, not the most accurate pass. Casemiro going forward.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Bruno Fernandes. That's really nicely played. Diallo gets flagged offside. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Haaland. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Everyone,
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Marmouche! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's got a goal! Into the lead once more. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter, just instinctively.
Great chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? De Ligt tries to clear. Plays the ball back. Kusanov has a look and plays it forward. Oh, well cut out. He's gone for goal! And again, he is at his elastic best. That has been knocked clear. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Matheus Cunha. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. Pass somewhat off target. Manchester United needing a change of fortune here. Now that's well seen too. Ahmad. And it's Menu. Menu has got himself a free kick. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Shaw. Now Menu. Ahmad. That's good running with the ball. Doku. Tries to pass it through. He's in one-on-one. Tries a shot! Short changes him with that. Takes a shot! Oh no, this does not look good.
The attendance for this
and
match
they've got a
was
throw.
72,306.
Good read, needed to be. Menu. So what can they make of this? Guardiola cuts it out. And it's Reinders. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass key to do it.
And the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So, third corner of the game. Can he get on the end of this?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Menu. Can he get it through? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Marmoush does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Guardiola.
Doku really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ahmad. Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United have a free kick. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's having a good look here.
Number 37, Menu. Number 18,
Chance for a shot!
Casemiro.
And a truly agonising miss.
Ah, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Mason Mount. Number 25, Ugarte.
It's made its way to him.
Manchester clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that was nowhere near his best. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Foden in acres of space out wide. Martinez shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Matheus Nunes. Crossed into the middle.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Maciej Cunha. Brilliantly cut out. Referee's given a throw. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Foden. That's just playing it safe and simple. This usually is the time teams go into...
Tries from distance. Savinho. Lisandro Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Mazraoui. Mount.
Four
Added minutes on the board.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Tries to play it through. Maciej Cunha. That has been cut short. Matheus Nunes. Diogo Dalot kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri gets it away. And that's definitely not his best. Searching pass he's played there. He'll try from distance! And that's a tidy finish. And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative.
Marmouche! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Shoots! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Marmouche is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, nicely intercepted. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And he's cut it out. Now it's Haaland. And there's green grass ahead of him. And Marmouche! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Marmouche actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. De Ligt can get it clear. Chance to shoot! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that.
Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Punched away. Oh, super find. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. That is good alertness. Burmo tries to play it through. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rodri.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And Marmouche! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So their fourth corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Marmouche. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Played into space. Burmo. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
That's going in strongly. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
He's had a shot! And a neat finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Can he get it through? Now it's Reinders. Looking for a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Doku. Shot could be on. Looking for the run. And that's another good win of the ball. Referee's given a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Casemiro. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh no, he's got that wrong. More and more pressure on the ball here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's found a way through. And a shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Doku. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ahmad. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Cunha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Great vision. Kusanov getting this one clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now this could be a chance. Haaland! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there. Well, it's... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we are back on the way. 45 minutes to change their fate. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Space for him to turn and look. Menu.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Semenyo. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Brilliantly cut out. Deftly away. And they can counter here. Marmouche. Well, there's a probing ball. Some resolute defending there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, they've got it again. Shifted it to the flank, and he's picked it up out wide. He's having a shot!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
But that has not gone well. Maciej Nunes clears without hesitation. Knocks it into space. Shaw. And he was alert to it. Marmouche. Lisandro Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, he's on his own! And he's running. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Marmouche. That's a shade optimistic. Shaw. Menu. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
And he shoots! And he's missed it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to...
There's the shot! Incredible! Just incredible!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Swings it across. Not the most accurate pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's the keeper's ball. Gehi does well to get it back. Now it's Haaland. Shaw promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Ahmad. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Matthias
It's Menu.
Pildun.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Shaw. Number 16, Ahmad.
Now it's Foden.
Number
Mazraoui.
13, number 12,
Bruno
Malacia.
tries a shot! Oh, good finish! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Bruno Fernandes.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly.
37,
Now it's Haaland.
Menu.
He's ended up in no man's land.
Number 7,
Mount, and
Mason
there's green
Mount.
grass ahead of him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bruno Fernandes. He's in a great position here. Pass somewhat off target. Savinho. Oh, that's clever. Casemiro kept aware, and it is reclaimed. He's going for goal! Opts to play it back. Tries one from range! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mount. That's a sharp pass. And he's quick to return it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the release.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Substitution.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's heaved it away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Shapes to shoot! And he steered it beyond the post. And it's Bruno
Added minutes
Fernandes.
has been indicated.
Looking for options for movement. Well-timed, excellent interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has been cut short. Time added on, 4 minutes. He'll try from distance! Oh, there was plenty on that. Bruno Fernandes. Nice physical challenge. Right. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Smoking is only allowed in areas shown on
Thank
this
you
map.
very much, Jim,
Thank
for
you
joining
your
me. That brings us
cooperation.
to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. Things already rolling. Oh, off the bar! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Manchester definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Ambitious ball here. Gabriel makes the interception. Timber. Saka. Now it's Odegaard. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Saliba gets over and intercepts. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the outstanding defender, Mark Gahey, may not be one of the biggest at 6 feet, but he has a calmness and maturity that gives him a real edge, Peter. I think he's also shown remarkable consistency and leadership in recent years.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? Havertz! And he can clear it away. And here's Saka. Saka. Oh, good take in a good area. Haaland. He's in a great position here, and he's running through. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Havertz. A searching ball out wide. And the ball is out of play. Vardiol gathers from the goal kick. Goes for the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Marmouche actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Doku is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saka. And it's Ødegaard. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Now, can they get him away? That is good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. And he plays one through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That has been cut short. Marmouche, and the pass is intercepted. Probing pass. Martinelli receives it in a wide position. And he lines up a cross. Cleared away. Threads one in. And here's Martinelli. An instinctive delivery. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Doku. It's gone out for a throw-in. Taken back almost at once. Just past the 40th minute mark. Marmouche. Saliba cuts out the pass, works it forward. Gets a good foot in there. Semenyo. He's had a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Into the channel.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ødegaard
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Great vision. He won't be happy with that one. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far. And I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Coming on to replace him is...
And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Manchester clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
That's the keeper's ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Calafiori. Reinders did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Reinders. And that interception was most necessary. So, third corner of the game. Raya claims comfortable. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, this looks sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Saka. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. And here's Martinelli. He's on it, can he get away?
Gyökeres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
The attendance for this match was
Marmouche.
60,000.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Reinders!
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Played into space. Martinelli gets into a good position. Zubimendi. He's shifting through. Gyökeres! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's having a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out of defence. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now here's the delivery. Rodri can clear it away. He's only too happy to take that back. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries from distance. Corner number 2 then. Martinelli! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Martinelli clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Can he get onto this? Nicely intercepted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Caught offside that time. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Zubimendi does really well to win the ball there. Looking to play him in. Real chance here. It's a goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. So a bit of a revolving door here.
Substitution in
Lots and
progress.
lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Rice. Martinelli is flagged offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's destined for the flank. Martinelli picks it up out wide. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 33, Calafiori. Coming on the field is number 49, Lewis Kelly.
That has not gone well. And the keeper beats it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Has a look up and delivers. Foden. That is ended up in no man's land. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Matches Nunes, spots it and intercepts. Oh, a delicate chip through. Martinelli finding himself in space. Here comes the cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Knocks it out wide. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Delivers the ball. They'll have to settle for that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where...
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate. He's had a shot! It's a quick ball upfield. Rice. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch.
He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. Marmouche. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Doku. He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out. Doku! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Calafiori calmly anticipates. Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. Defending here is really tight. Doku. Doku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ødegaard. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Now that's well seen too. And the keeper takes decisive action. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And the shot's on here. That's a decent clearance. Marmouche.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Goes for the shot! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Not the most accurate pass. And he cuts out the supply. Rice going forward. And it's Ødegaard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Doku receives it in a wide position. Real chance! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Lobbed in behind. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Tries to thread one through. Havertz. Saliba going after that. Now it's Haaland. Saliba gets it away. Looking for options for movement. Raya claims comfortably. And here's Marmouche. Well read, nice interception. Chance here to counter. Looking to play him in. And he's intervened well there. Ambitious ball here. Reinders, well seen, saw that coming. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Oh, can he get onto this? Yehi. Marmouche. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
"40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And he's hit it long, but astray. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vardiol. Marmouche. Timber.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And Marmouche! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. There it is! And we have liftoff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Arsenal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Number 14.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's taking no chances there. Good chance here! And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Martinelli in acres of space out wide. Terrific effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That's an imaginative pass. Matches Nunes, gets across to intercept that. And it's Nunes. Arsenal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's won a chance, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Gyökeres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that is well cleared. And claimed it back swiftly.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he latch on to this? And he can thump it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Doku. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Haaland. Oh, perfectly measured that. Goes down, but nothing given. Saka gets into a good position. And he gets rid in a hurry. Saka. Well, that's a little loose. And they've got rid. It's a good run down the right. Timber's cross. And the keeper beats it away. And there's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Now, can they get him away? Time and again, they are repelled. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Probing pass. Kusanov getting this one clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get onto this?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And one more try! Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Great Gyökeres! Gyökeres gets flagged offside. Played into space. The less said about that pass, the better.
Manchester couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Nice looking ball. Haaland chasing after it. Matheus Nunes is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that's well spotted. It's a searching pass. Nicely worked. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Timber. Saliba. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Looking for the run. He has a look up. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Great vision. It's a promising position. Delivers with wit.
Indicated.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Gyökeres. He's gone for goal. It's off target and by quite a way. Arsenal are making a change now.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the result.